Media executives gathering at the Sun Valley Conference, and Charlie Gasparino in the thick of it. All right, Charlie, so what are you hearing?
In the thick of it as of now. I could be thrown out of this conference any moment. I just want to get that out there, Charles, as I was a few years ago. The police force here is not too happy that I'm trolling around. But anyway, lots of talk about media deals and lots of talk about how the government is going to respond to media deals. We picked up some speculation, which we have confirmed now. Fox Business has confirmed that the Department of Justice, as you know, they have to review any deal. They're already, as we reported yesterday, reviewing Comcast's possible higher bid for Fox, whether that pass antitrust muster. They are looking at that now. We exclusively reported that yesterday. And here's something interesting. You know that DOJ lost the case to break up AT&T and Time Warner deal. That case, when that was approved by Judge Leone, the federal district judge, that ushered in the Comcast bid and possibly other mergers on the grounds that, hey, this is established precedent here. We can go crazy with deals. But we've heard is that the AT&T-Time Warner deal is still that the DOJ is still looking to appeal that deal. They have not given up an appeal, and they have until, what I understand, August 11th to decide whether to issue an official appeal. Now, here's the fly in the ointment. They're getting resistance from the Solicitor General's office. Whenever the government needs to appeal a ruling that's been against them, whether it's to a federal appeals court or even the Supreme Court, you need the Solicitor General's approval. And from what we understand, Malcolm Delarim, the head of the Antitrust Division, is still pushing for an appeal. He privately has decided that he wants to appeal the AT&T case, but he's getting pushback from the Solicitor General's office. So if he can convince the Solicitor General's office to go with this, to allow him to appeal, you will see an appeal of the AT&T-Time Warner decision. And what that means for this deal, I can't tell you. I've talked to AT&T about it. They are monitoring the situation. They tell me they have no official comment, but people inside the company saying they are concerned. I just don't know how you put the genie back in the bottle after their board has approved a bigger deal if they go to an appeals process. And think of it this way, Charles. The appeal doesn't go directly to the Supreme Court. It goes to the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals, which is packed by a lot of liberal judges. And that's the whole thinking here from DOJ. They think if they get before a panel of liberal judges, Obama appointees, ironically, they believe they can break up this deal because a lot of the left hated the fact that AT&T was merging with Time Warner, creating a media monopoly. So that's some of the stuff we're hearing here. We should point out that just about all these CEOs are here. Our CEO, Rupert Murdoch, our chairman, is here. Randall Stephenson, the CEO of AT&T, I believe, will get here tomorrow. Brian Roberts, the CEO of Comcast, is here. Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney. And here's the one other thing is interesting, Charles. If government goes after, still shows its opposition to AT&T Time Warner, which is a conglomerate like Comcast, which is looking to buy us, there's a lot of thinking like, okay, that means DOJ might oppose Comcast's bid for us if they should go there. And a lot of people think that bid is imminent, even after today's Sky bid, that Brian Roberts still might come after our entertainment assets that are slated to be sold to Disney. So this is an interesting, complicated situation. Right. It's the scuttlebutt of this place. They're all here. I'll keep reporting until they throw me out, Charles. Back to you.
Well, I remember the last time, so be safe, my man.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you
By the way, that
soon.
cop, that guy is still here, and he's talking about me.
All right. Hey,
Brian
Coughlin
is his name.
All right, thanks, Charlie. We'll make sure we keep tabs on you.